can do something or whether or not you can be there and be supportive of us, what do you say? I can't ask my husband. You have to ask your husband.
Is it just me, or I have a problem with being friends with married women? If you're a married woman, I'm always like staying away from married women, especially the ones that are male centered, especially the ones that are not the center men, especially the ones that are pick me's. Yes, I can't be friends with you. In fact, the fact that you tell me that you're married, I'm kind of like giving you distance. Is it just me? Okay, because in today's conversation, we're talking about single women or married women are saying that single women are not friends with them. They don't want to be friends with them anymore. They don't know why they don't want to be friends with them. What do they mean that they don't know why they don't want to be friends with them? What do you mean you don't know why single women don't want to be friends with you as a married woman? We all know married women are the ones that push single women away. Anything you want to do, every time my husband, it's very annoying. Like it's very annoying. It is annoying because when you as a single person you want to have like a get together with your friend that is married, there's always the excuse, oh, my husband is my best friend. They tell you, oh, you want to snatch their man, what you're wearing is too revealing, you came to their house with a bomb shot when you know that she's married. They always want to piss you off. They always want to, especially when you're single and you have a married friend, the moment that they're married, they want to push you away and tell you, you're no longer my friend because my husband is not my best friend. And I put my husband first before you, not knowing that you know the friend before your husband. Okay. And the thing is that men do not do the same for women because men will always put their guys first. They will put their guys first before their woman. They always do that. But we women, on the other hand, because you're married, you put your man first before your best friend or your friends that you've known before you got married. So single women do not want to be friends with married men. I don't want to be friends with married women. Even though I'm married, I don't want to be friends with married women. I don't like being friends with married. In fact, I don't want to talk to them because most of them annoy me with their conversation. Oh, my husband, oh, my husband, my husband. As if, it's very annoying. Like, very, very annoying. Let me show you some videos and we'll have conversation. Are you married? You have married friends? Oh, Joe, are you married? You have single friends that you're still friends with? Are you single? Are you still friends with married women? Do you have married friends? Let's have conversation in the comment section while I read some clips for you all to watch, interesting ones, and we'll talk about it at the end of the video.
Should married women hang out with single women?
No.
Great question. No?
Why not? Yeah, why not? Because I got married about 8 years ago, and a lot of my friends were single women. They played a big role with my marriage feeling. They wanted me to be outside, Keita B, to the 2000s. And I want to be in the house cooking, cleaning. My single friends is all like, oh, you acting funny. You can't come outside. You let rule your life. But these are my friends that I had for 15 plus years. I'm caught in a bar because if you leave me tomorrow, my girl's gonna be the ones to hold me down. They're gonna be wiping my eyes with the tissue.
You with your boo though, isn't it?
I was
y'all
with
against the world.
Yes, but
so why did your friends even come up to that kind of a status?
I don't know.
Women say that they support women, but they only support single women. Women don't support married women.
Huh? Why do you need our support? My suggestion is to go find you some married women, some other women that got them some husbands, and y'all support each other. Because I think what you're realizing now, a lot of married women is that us single women are not buying your lies anymore. All of y'all wanted to trap us into the same misery that you're in or make it seem like I got picked. And now we're realizing that a lot of your lives are hell because too many of y'all have married legacies of low achievement. And so now you don't get that admiration from black women looking, I wish I had me a husband, because we know that a lot of your husbands are just a piece of shit and that you're unhappy and that you're carrying all of the weight and that you're married single mothers and we don't desire to be you anymore. So you used to get this admiration from us and now we have a sense of pity for you. The other thing is that we can't be supportive because here's the deal. You can't tell us your secrets. And if you do tell us your secrets, we are probably going to say, He ain't paying no bills. He ain't got no job. You work at the hospital and he drive Uber. And we probably might just say, you know what? He's using you, or you're a hospice care. There are many things that we might say. And as soon as we say something about your husband, what's going to happen? You're going to go back to him and tell him what we said. And then he going to say, she tried to sleep with me. Because that kind of brings me to the next point. A lot of us don't support you and fool with you is because your husbands are dogs. Now, I have a lot of friends, and people, you can read your friends. And I have some friends that I can tell about their doggish husbands. And I have some friends that I'm like, they done already told me that he done copped a feel on somebody else and she didn't believe it. And so as soon as we get ready to take a picture, because it's usually when it happens, when we get ready to take a photograph as a group together, he will grab your friend's ass. Or he will go in the kitchen whenever you're going to go get a plate of food and he just happened to come in the kitchen and touch your hand and try to get eye contact. Or he's touching you up under the table. I mean, I've had some friends that have had husbands that were like ministers and everything else, and they try to hit on me. And what I do is I don't try to come between a man and his wife, because I know you pick me's. I know y'all gonna choose your husband over me. And why shouldn't you? You sleeping with him, right? And you're paying for everything for him, or you're taking care of him, right? And you're creating this image. So I would not dare tell you that when we got ready to take that picture, he grabbed my ass or he propositioned me. You guys, I told a story about what happened with a friend, a lifelong friend's husband and wife, where the husband tried to hit on me. A lot of your husbands will try to hit on your friends. And that's one of the reasons we can't be supportive of you. And I guess probably that the other reason is what you need us for. Like, you got a man. When I think of supporting my friends, I think about friends that have to move, like my single women friends, that they are getting ready to move, and we all go over there and pack all night, and then take our cars and help them to move. Or I think about my friend and her baby and her car breaking down on the side of the road and me sitting there waiting with her while we wait for AAA to come. I think of friends that need emergency babysitting. Well, y'all don't need that. Y'all got a man. You got a man, and usually his mama. So you don't need that. So a lot of times that we're not supportive of you, because a lot of times y'all act like you don't need us. You want us to pretend that we believe the lie. You are realizing that we don't admire you because we know the secret now. We know that secret, that marriage is not this utopia happy thing that it is. And again, like, why do you need our support? What y'all need to do is go get your married friends. So that's what you need to do. Go get with your married friends so y'all can all sneak behind each other. Y'all can all talk to each other about going to marriage counseling and talk about him not having a job and talk about him cheating on you. Because if you tell it to your single friends, we're going to be like, leave him. And then you're going to get mad and accuse your single friends of trying to break up your marriage or trying to sleep with your husband. So that's the reason why that you don't really get any support from single women, because I guess your time of being the pick-me that we thought that we wanted to be is up.
Support married women. They love to be divisive and divide the woman from the man and make the husband the enemy.
Or, hear me out, if women aren't supporting your marriage, it's not a marriage that should be supported. And I know that's a tough pill to swallow, because it's like, well, you people don't know my man, y'all don't know our relationship dynamic, you don't know, blah, blah, blah. We hear it all the time, right? And if you feel where I'm coming from on this, let me know down in the comments so I know I'm not tripping or something like that. But it seems like there is a certain group of married women, definitely not all, but I think there's a certain subset of married women that no matter what you say about their relationship, they're always going to think you're a hater. And whenever you say something that they don't agree with, they're always going to come back with, oh, you don't understand because you're not married. Oh, well, you're not married, so you wouldn't get it. And to me, when people say that, it only sounds like, oh, you wouldn't get it. Once you're married, you just have to deal with this stuff. Like, that's what that sounds like to me. Anytime anyone is like, oh, it's just a part of marriage. Oh, you don't understand. You'll understand once you get married. All I hear is, oh, you'll understand. You have to suffer once you get married. Oh, you understand. You have to put up with this stuff when you get married. And I personally, I'm not into that, like, at all. And I don't think social media and the internet have helped at all, because I think a lot of us have seen that a lot of these relationships that seem so perfect and everyone seems so happy and blah, 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 a lot of those relationships are fake. A lot of those marriages are terrible. Obviously not all, but we've seen more than enough turn out to be just total crap that we know that things aren't always what they seem. I think a lot of things that women have been putting up with in marriages and relationships in general are just really coming to light as like, maybe we shouldn't do that anymore. Maybe you shouldn't be with a man that tells you if you gain weight, he's going to cheat on you or he's going to leave you. And say that to your face. I have friends that have told me that their husbands have said that to them, to their face, multiple times. So if you're a married woman and you don't have any single friends that agree with your relationship, that might be something to reflect on. Because either you really do have a bunch of hater ass friends, or maybe your husband really is the enemy and you just can't see it.
Women say that they support women, but they only support single women.
Okay, well, since she brought it up, let's go ahead and talk about it. If you'll see, I'm talking a lot about this topic where married women have this idea that women who are unmarried, that we need to be supportive of them, yet they think that we're some husband stealing floozies. They're suspicious of us, but they want our support. Well, here's the deal. If you feel that somebody is not supportive and you feel like they're going to come in and try to ruin your family, why are you talking to us? What do you need us for? You got your husband. You swore before white Jesus that he was the head of your family. He was your leader. And every time we ask you if you can do something or whether or not you can be there and be supportive of us, what do you say? I can't ask my husband. You have to ask your husband and find out what he says. And doesn't he always say no? He always says no. However, whenever you come to us and ask us to babysit your kids because your husband is probably out philandering, because your husband is busy, or because your husband, even though you work at the hospital and he drives Uber sometimes, you need us to help you take care of your kids, or you just call and you're overwhelmed with the laundry, or one of the kids is acting out, and can you just come over here and talk to your nephew, your play nephew? See, we can just make the decision to be there, but y'all got a whole nother person that you got to consult. That may be one of the reasons, because see, it's a give and take thing with relationships. You know, single women are not just here to be your mules. We're not just here to be abused by you. We're not just here to fight your husband whenever you mad at him. Because see, y'all do keep us as placeholders. See, you want us to be there whenever he ain't got time for you, when you're bored, when you don't have nothing else to do. Then you want to get with your girlfriends and hang out with them. And then I just see a number of sisters that are coming to my page as I discuss this. Well, I got a lot of single friends and we support each other. No, we're talking about you behind your backs. We don't really like you. We don't really like you no more like that, because you're not there. Your number one priority is your husband and your kids. And it's a whole lot of black women that's single, and we ain't got no kids, and we ain't got no husband, and your husband is not our husband. And the other thing is one of the things that we say behind your back that we won't say to your face, when you're there complaining about him, or we're talking about a guy that we're dating each other, but my husband doesn't. See, the difference is that we ain't got no husband. So whenever he dogs us out or does something to us, we can move on. We ain't had a bunch of kids. We ain't got no mixed match kids. We ain't got no kids by a husband. And so when we're talking, we actually can take some action. You're not going to take any action. What you want us to do is you want to dump all your trauma on us about what your husband ain't doing. And then you go back and report to him what we said. And then y'all both sit back and say, see, she trying to steal my husband. She just wants you to be single because she's single. She ain't got no husband. Every woman is bitter and angry because she don't have a husband, right? But then y'all that got husbands, y'all got problems too, but you want to be able to dump on us. And what we need to do as single women is to tell them to go to the Mount Baptist Ebenezer Kojic Women's Missionary Wives Club, and y'all go talk about it amongst yourselves, because we want to take action. So if you come up and say that your husband beat your ass, you know, as your girl, we're going to want to roll up on him. But then we can't roll up on him because you're his. He got papers on you. And so there ain't nothing we can do about it. And the fact of the matter is, you don't want us to do nothing about it. You just want to come, dump all your trauma onto us. We have to take that and hold it. And then you go back to him and then come back and talk about us. And then y'all use us as the scapegoat of why y'all had a fight. Now, haven't you had that to happen?
Y'all know what I had a thought about, and of course I had to come to y'all with a message per usual. So it's about woman shaming, and I'm going to tell you what angle I'm coming from. A lot of, or some would say, single woman shaming. Let's put that cap on it. And the reason why I felt like this was a very integral conversation to have is because I noticed that a lot of married women, and trust me, I was on both sides of the fence, so I can speak eloquently from this topic. A lot of married women have the audacity to make judgments, preconceived judgments about single women and their singleness, and making judgments like, oh, I wonder why this person isn't married, or these women aren't married. And they put so much emphasis on marriage like it's a flex in this day and age to be able to say that you have superiority over the next single woman because you have said marriage. But what I find very peculiar is, in this climate that we live in, some of the most unhappy people are the ones that are married. Let's talk about it. And I know this is going to make some people uncomfortable, but I don't care. Because when I post from a space of realness, not a space of somebody's feelings. And I really feel like they sit and shame other women for their singleness, but they don't realize that they're within a marriage and they're unhappy. Stop speaking your mouth on the next queen, the next sister. She might have chose to be single because she might have been married and divorced and realized that that wasn't for her. She decided to wait to find the right person for her, the right helpmate for her. You might have someone who's afraid of marriage because they have generational curses that make them think that they're not able or worthy of being someone's wife. You have some women who don't know how to operate from the space of wife because they never seen it in their life. They never had a clear dynamic example of what that truly looks like and how they should be. At any rate, we don't know someone's story. It's no different than when people baby shame someone for a woman not having a baby and not knowing the circumstances as to why. We should have the same sensitivity to why certain women aren't married. It doesn't make you more superior because you have a marriage over someone that isn't. Half the women that are married, and I'm going to step on some toes real fast, their husbands are always in somebody's DMs. Their husbands are always flirting, always trying to choose, always doing the fucking most. Let's stop single woman shaming, okay, married women? Because some of y'all have shady ass husbands. Not all. I say some because I don't make generalizations. And for the ones of you that are in very great marriages, God bless you. And may you know that you are blessed abundantly and not shame the next woman because of whatever situation she's in.
Women say that they support women, but they only support single women. Women don't support married women.
Married women do not need support from single women. Single women should support each other automatically. And I'm going to tell you why. When a woman is single, they instantly think she's miserable. They instantly think that she's a whore, that she's wild. She's untamed because she doesn't have a man. She doesn't have a husband. When you are single, they also think that you are automatically jealous of all your married friends or all your friends who are in relationships. Sad to say, it is my friends who are in relationships and married who are the most dangerous to my safety in life. I have had to put my married friends in check when it came to me. I remember I was in Miami once on vacation, hanging out, whatever. And this married friend of mine, who all she talked about was marriage and children, that was like her ultimate goal in life. She kept texting me the entire time I'm in Miami, and I had to say to her, what is going on at home? I'm a single woman, you're a married woman. Why are you texting me, asking me questions every hour? What are you doing now? Where are you at? How much money are you spending? Can I see your Airbnb? Can I see where you're at right now? You gotta understand, it don't become real to these married women until they're in that marriage. They at home, they're in their routine. They're not going on vacations anymore. Their money is tied up. Their husbands tell them they can't go certain places, and they see you being free. They see you on the gram. They see you on TikTok. They see you're free. They see you living your life. They can't handle that. It don't hit them that, this shit is real. I'm really a married woman. It don't hit them. So don't always think that the married woman she's so supportive and she's so happy of all her friends. No. Married women need to support each other, and single women need to support each other. When you're married, go hang out with married women. Stop trying to hang out with us single girls. And when these women who are married, they project their insecurities, they project their misery onto their single friends. I had to cut off a friend this year who was miserable in her marriage. She kept watching my YouTube, saying, oh, are you talking about me in your videos? Sweetheart, go change diapers. Go get on your knees for your husband. Get off my YouTube. Get off my TikTok. Mind your business. When you are married, go hang out with your married girlfriends. Life changes. You need to be around people with like-minded lifestyle, and minds. I learned a lot watching my mother. It was her married friends who were her haters. My mother had one friend who was single, never had children, never been married, and she was the most genuine woman on my mother's team. Stop thinking that just because a woman is single, she's a bad influence on her married friends, she's wild, she's out there sleeping with this man or that man, she is untamed. No, that's not true. So, no, married women, we will not support you. Hang out with married women, and single women will hang out with each other. And another thing, just because a woman has chosen for her life that she does not want to be married, doesn't mean that she's against marriage. And what kind of support could a single woman give to a married woman? Why would we promote marriage when we have chosen for marriage not to be a part of our life? Does that even make any damn sense? As a single woman, we're not against marriage, but why would we promote marriage? Why would we support you? You should have support. You have your husband. The single woman is by herself. You should have your husband's support, your in-law support, your family support. You already have support, so why the hell would we support you? Come on now.
If married women are angry that single women are not friends with them or they don't want to be close to them anymore, and they're asking why, I feel like they're an hypocrite. Because you push single women away. Married women always push single women away. Married men always feel like they do not need you because you're single. Have you been in a gathering whereby you are the only single person and probably there are like 3 married women in there? If you've been in that kind of setting, you will know what I'm talking about. Because the kind of conversations that we're having, my husband did that, oh, my husband got me this, he got me that. Like, everything is all centered about my husband, my man, my husband, my man, my husband, my man. It's annoying. It's annoying. And imagine you have a single friend that doesn't have a man and all she does is just looking at you like, okay. I'm not saying don't share good news with your friend or don't share the things that amaze you with your friends or something, but it should not be the center of you guys' life or your center of your own life, okay? If you're friends with a married woman that has no decenter man, it's annoying. I don't know how to explain it, but it's annoying. If you have a married woman that has not decenter and they're your friends, you understand what I'm saying, and you have decenter men or you are decenter man, as it's annoying. 100 because the conversation will be going left, right, and center, and you don't even know what to do. And the way they talk, whatever they do, is always very annoying. And most of the time, they don't want to tell you everything. One thing about married women is when they are going through some things with their man, that is when they know that they have friends that are single. That is when they want to hang out with their single friends. That's when they call their single friends. Hi, what are you doing tonight? I just want to get out of this house. Just get me out. Or if they need your help, that's only when they call you. But once they're back in talking terms with their partner, they don't need you anymore. Immediately when you're calling them, they're like, I'm busy, I'm out with my man, Don't you know that I'm married? Let them have issues with their partner again, they run to you. I'm not saying don't do that, but that is wrong. Okay, if you only have a friend because you're using her for your emotional support, it is wrong. Because what if she needs you also for you to also help her? Are you there? Because when she needs you, you're not there. You're probably, that's when you're talking to you, or you're no longer fighting with your man, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I just feel like most time married women remember that they need single friends when their man is not there for them, when they are not talking to their man. And that is very wrong. These single women, they know they know what you do, okay? They know you're using them. And sometimes they kind of judge you. Oh, you will not understand because you're not married, you'll not understand because you don't have a child, you will not understand because you're not a mother. All those kind of conversation annoys me, because what do you mean I will not understand? What are you hiding? And sometimes when you ask them what they are going through, like, this is not you, you're not happy, what happened? You're usually not out by this time. Why are you out here? We'll try to have conversation with you. They kind of pick little things and don't tell you everything, because they know that if they tell you everything about probably their relationship, You might judge them and tell and see how horrible they've been living married life. How horrible their married life has been. They will just like not tell you everything. So I understand when single women are like, you know what, married women, go be friends with your married crew, while we single ones, we are gonna be friends with ourselves. And I agree and I accept that, because it's very annoying to be with married women, being friends with them, and you're not married. Usually is always very annoying. You will not even enjoy the conversation. All right, guys, I'm coming. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts about this conversation down in the comment section. What is your take? Are you a married woman? Are you a single person? Are you friends with married women? What is your take on married women complaining that they don't want to be friends, or single women don't want to be friends with them anymore? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Let's have conversation in the comment section respectfully. Check out Maria Davis. And thank you so much for tuning in another interesting video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.